You say Coach Red?
Yeah.
I mean Coach Reed?
His celebrity. I mean, all of a sudden he's a celebrity. You know, like winning the Super Bowl.
You know what? I mean, I'm happy for Coach because I've seen him on the other side of it when he didn't have, when he was trying to get his one. And so, very thankful for him, and his family to have got over that hump because I know what that feel like. And, it's just one of them things where you can't let it be a distraction to you because at the end of the day, when success comes, distraction does seem to be try to be a little more bigger for you than you ever have because everybody want to talk to people that won the Super Bowl.
You were hugging him after the Super Bowl. I mean, that was pretty interesting. What were you guys talking about? I mean, he was.
I just wanted to make sure I paid the respect, of just being a good sportsman. Because in that moment it was so hard to want to shake hands with anybody at that time. But just wanted to go against what the hard right thing, the easy wrong thing to do than the hard right thing. So the hard part was I just said congrats, Coach, and gave him some love. I haven't seen him in a minute, and we haven't shared a moment in a minute because obviously he's over there. But it was cool. It was cool when I look back on it. I'm happy that I stood tall through it.
Now he's 4-0 against you guys. So you talked about getting over the hump. Is it time to get over the hump and beat Big Red?
Well, we got to make sure we put that preparation in for the week, and just like any other week, it's a faceless opponent. You got to make sure that we it's about us and what we do, and we got to make sure we go out and execute and try to go win that game.
All right, but Jordan Mailata, he says it's personal because they stopped you guys from winning that Super Bowl last year. Is it personal for you?
Hey, every game is personal to me, because it's the next one. But that sting is not as bad because of the type of team that we have this year too. I feel like the way we go about it is making sure that we prepare this week the best way we know how, like we always do, and be us, because at the end of the day, it's about what we do this year to bounce back from what happened last year. So I know it's a lot of us that do, have that sting still on the inside, but I know if we take care of business this year, it can all that will be, over with when we holding that trophy.
BG, how much does it sting a little bit when you have to look back at the game film from that?
You know what? It's so many different things that happened in that game, so many different surfaces that we played on in that game. But it's like I look at it like it was a great learning experience for us, and when you look at the little things that happened from even Coach with the timeout, but you didn't know what happened or went into it, and I didn't even know until after the fact. And when we're talking about it on stuff that happened in the game, it's like those are the moments that you learn from. Like those are the things you learn from, making sure that you always on point with things so that Coach don't have to make a timeout that would have helped us later, or let's not worry about the surfaces as the game going. We talk about it afterwards, that type of stuff. Let's just problem solve and get it right, because we got to do what we got to do now to win the game. Just like leadership stuff for me, in moments where if I see something, don't dwell on it too long or stay there too long to where it take away from what we got, what we got to do, and let's go out and win. But yeah, man, I think for us, we just got to make sure that we just come out focused. Last year was last year. They can't get back that ring, but we can definitely, make it feel a little good by getting the win this week.
As you have had time to decompress, watch some film over the bye, how do you kind of evaluate the defense halfway through?
You know what? I know we got some things that we have to get better on, or as far as communication, some stuff. I know just even for the back end, we talked about just how the back end want to make sure that they do better as far as, just keep building that chemistry. Don't worry about what's going on in the outside world. We know our issues. Let's just fix them in-house, make sure that we all take care of each other, support each other, be there. And I feel like I've been on the other end of it where we wasn't these close games we've been playing. We always didn't come out on the winning side of it. And so appreciate that part of the grit and the toughness that you got to have in the moments, to where when we got 3 penalties called on us in that whole drive, it's like, man, a lot of people would have just kind of gave up, say it's over, we'll get to the next one, and that's not a mindset to have, and I don't think that's this team, and that's what I like. I see those the tough moments, and eventually we're going to get some good ones for ourselves, and things going to come together. So I just think, yeah, we did a great evaluation, coaches included, and we just can't wait to go out and just keep getting better.
Coach, BG, one last one for me. You guys, obviously the players, some of the key players are all the same on both teams since the Super Bowl, but how different are these two teams? Have they changed much since that meeting?
Well, the difference is, I mean, the enemy is over, coaches, coaching, all kind of stuff is happening, new players, but you got a good nucleus for them guys. I mean, they got 2 new tackles that came in that wasn't a part of it last year. They got, I mean, they don't have the receivers that they, had last year as far as, the group that they had. And I just know that every year is different. But in our case, I'm happy that we had the majority of the guys come back. Howie, the wizard he is, and he made that happen. And now it's just all about us going out and executing and making sure that we control the controllables even better than we did last year.
You're a little different up front now, obviously, with Jordan and Jalen Carter. What have they done for your run defense?
They've shown up in a big way. Them boys, commanding 2 guys, especially JC, and you just see them guys up the middle, plugging the run, and so I think we got to keep that going. We can't shy away from some of the bad things we're doing. We got to stay sharp on the good things that we're doing, and that's making sure that we're putting hands on the linemen, knocking them back, and getting off blocks. Because that's one thing I see that they do a good job of. Even if they do command 2, they worry about one guy and getting off him so that they can at least clog the hole or make the tackle. So, I mean, I really do think really our run defense has been good because of them guys in the middle.
They obviously have a history today. Is their chemistry pretty evident to you, and does that help you guys a lot?
Yeah, I think it is because them guys, the way they talk to each other, they hang out after this. I mean, I already know how I feel about Fletch, in situations. I mean, I ain't got to say much. We could just kind of look at each other and we kind of know what we want to do. And he had cut me off on certain stuff because he know when I'm about to ask him something in the situation based off what just happened to play before. So the chemistry is real for them, and like I told them boys, y'all boys should be commanding each big money because of the chemistry y'all got. So make sure y'all play off that and make sure y'all be in the best shape y'all can so that y'all can continue to keep dominating. So I'm excited for them guys because it's only going to grow from here.
Hey Brandon, how did Nick go about handling kind of the elephant in the room that you guys are going up against, the team that you faced off in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, we all know that. Last year was last year. They can't get that ring back, so we can't even worry about that. It's about the next one. And so right now, this is a stepping stone to get where we want to go. And we got to get a win. If we want to continue to keep being great, we got to play the great ones. And, Mahomes is one of those who's proven, who's shown that it's any given Sunday. So you got to make sure you come ready because he definitely going to extend plays. He going to, make guys right. But we got to make sure we don't make it good for them. And so I think for us, we just got to worry about us and do what we got to do this week to make sure that we get them on the ground and get the ball in our hands.
How are you physically?
I'm good. I'm ready to go.
How's this time helped you out? How's this time on the side helped you out, get acclimated to the scheme and everything else?
Oh yeah, it just helped me get a little bit more comfortable with the scheme. When I first came in, it was kind of everything was going fast. Everything was moving fast, and I was able to, over the past few weeks, just really get to slow things down and really get to understand the guys and the coaches and the scheme and everything. So it's actually a good thing in a way.
Before you got here, they had guys in and out, and really haven't had the continuity.
Yeah.
You think this week off and everything kind of helps get some more continuity with you coming back in as well?
Yeah, I think so. Just having another week to just keep working on things we messed up on in the past, and just get our communication down. All the little things. Football is all about the details. So the more time you can just keep working on the details, ironing them out, seeing what works and what doesn't work, then that'll help you.
When you got hurt, I guess it was a Jets game.
Yeah.
Were you? I mean, that's an injury that could be season-ending for some guys. Were you concerned that might be the case at first?
Actually, nah. Like in my mind, I just didn't accept it. In my mind, it was like I didn't come here just to get hurt in 2 games. I just felt like my destiny was more than that. I felt like it was a great situation that I'm in, and I didn't think that, it was supposed to just be over like that. So I immediately was like, nah, it's not over. I don't care what they say. I don't care what the MRI say.
Right.
Like, this is not over. So I just kind of just stayed focused and positive about the whole thing.
Now, since you got hurt, Byard's come in, so it's going to be a whole different, secondary than when you were playing earlier in the season. How long do you think it'll take for the 5 of you guys to kind of, I guess, play as a group?
It'll take some time. We'll have to learn on the job. We're all experienced veterans, so we'll be able to kind of adapt fast. I think that's the biggest thing about, playing in the league. You got to learn how to adapt as the game goes on. So I think we'll do a good job, and we got guys that communicate well, so I don't think it'll be a problem.
Have you seen that communication improve?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Just in the film, on the practice field and walkthroughs and everything, I've seen it get better. So it's just progress.
What'd you do with your time? I mean, how when you're not practicing and everyone's out there, I mean, you rehab, but how do you get through the days?
I really just kind of focus on the team. I watch practice, rewatch the practice, see where everybody made mistakes. I watched the opponents that we were playing coming up, kind of keeping my mind still thinking about the game. So when I watched the game on the sideline, I was able to really, all right, are they doing what they do on film or doing something different? Just staying locked in, not getting too knocked out of it. So I got into the flow. I just wanted to stay into the flow. So I've been working on my body, all the little things, everything I could do to just, when I'm at work, be at work and get better.
You haven't played for a month. You're going to play on Monday Night Football, the loudest stadium against the Super Bowl champs.
Yeah.
How do you kind of temper your emotions going into that?
I think I'm a gamer, man. I love football. I've always loved it. I love the big games, primetime games. Earlier in my career, I tore my hamstring in Houston, missed 5 weeks, then played Tom Brady Sunday night, had 2 picks, so and a sack. You know what I'm saying? They called one of the picks back, but they didn't want Tom to look bad. But
I'm gonna count it.
Yeah, just really just staying locked in and just staying focused. I think it'll be good.
That was the first game back?
Huh?
That was your first game back?
After missing 5-6 games, yeah.
Pretty good.
So just gotta stay locked in. If you're prepared, if you prepare yourself, prepare your body, and then just go let it all fly, then you never know what happened.
Who was the penalty on?
It was on me. They said I tugged him a little bit on the second pick, but it's okay.
Yeah,
we still won.
Calls.
We still won the game. So
thank you.
Yeah.
So Andy Reid spoke today. He said he loves all of you guys, and he said, "What are you guys feeding Fletcher Cox that he can still be doing this at his old? He doesn't get old."
People. Just whatever's on the table, I eat it. Burger King, Popeyes, double cheeseburger. Sure Andy likes that. It's got to have mayo and ketchup on it. But no, man, I don't know what it is. I just, fly around and, it always feels good, year and year. It's November, December now, and I think the biggest thing now is, my message to the guys is, that's when they remember you, November, December. Yes, we won a lot of games and it was hot outside, and now it comes down to execution, and wanting to play in the cold and do good things. Andy. They ain't feed me nothing. They just take really good care of me here. There you go. Cheeseburger every now and again. We don't have Haagen-Dazs, but there you go.
So Jordan Mailata said this game is personal because they took a Super Bowl from you guys last year. They beat you. Is it personal for you?
No, it's not. Two different teams. You can't take it personal, or have too much emotion about it, because emotions fuse fire, and a lot of things can go on, in that process. But it's just the next game on the schedule. Two different teams, next game on the schedule, and we're looking forward to it.
Now, Andy's 4-0 against you guys. Is it time to get one from Big Red?
I do know that stat. that is a known fact. He has 4-0 against us since he left here, and we'll see. On Monday night, we know they're gonna bring their best foot forward. We're gonna have ours ready to go. It's two really good ball teams playing and competing. To better their record.
You always have an allegiance to Andy?
Always. He always. He's one of the coaches that gave me an opportunity to change my life, and I always appreciate that. They traded up and drafted me, and it's always appreciated. You always can appreciate Big Red for doing that.
when you had to go back and watch the film this week to prepare? I mean, was it tough going to see that Super Bowl film again?
It's two different defenses. I mean, their offense is different. They got different receivers. They got different offensive line. And that's the biggest thing. We can't go back and look at that. That tape is still rotten. So we're looking forward to practicing today to get better as a team, and then tomorrow, and then prepare to get on the bird on Sunday.
What was the feeling walking off the field?
I don't know. I was already in the locker room. So I didn't get a chance to see no confetti fall, none of that. So, I don't get into all of that. But I know what it was walking off the field a couple weeks ago at the Link. Felt good. It's a big win for the team. So that was good, and now we move on to the next game.
Can you tell that he watches the Chiefs from a center's perspective, even when he's not necessarily breaking down film?
I mean, he watches a lot of ball. So, I'm not surprised that, he can offer a lot of things to the coaching staff. I don't know how much he has influence this week. So, did you ask him that question?
I did not.
You should ask him. Question. I don't know why you're asking me. You should ask him because he would probably tell you that.
He talked about how he watches it, from a center perspective.
He watches every game from a center perspective. Right. Maybe more so the Chiefs because his brother's playing.
Right.
But again,
can that help you guys? Because he's seen so much.
For sure, he's been coached by Andy Reid before, and he can notice the two similarities and the differences between our offenses. And the guy started off as a defensive player, so he knows defense as well. So,
how much better do you think this Chiefs defense is since the Super Bowl?
How much better do I think the Chiefs defense is?
Yeah. They're giving up 16 points a game.
I'll be honest. I don't even know their stats.
Okay.
So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know.
Do you see them on film to prepare for this game?
We are seeing them on film.
Yeah.
That's all I'm focused on. I don't know what they're ranked in the league.
Do they look better?
We went over it. They're a disciplined team for sure. They're a well-coached team, and they coach well, and they have some discipline. So when you have those two, they marry together. I don't know, but it looks like you're telling me a different story. That the defense is ranked middle of the pack isn't bad, right?
No, they're like second. Second in the NFL.
Again, I didn't know. Again,
okay.
We showed it in the meeting, and I think I was just still looking at the plays, and but they're a well-coached team, man, and they're very disciplined, and we got to be on our A game this week.
So Nick's always focused 1 week at a time. Super Bowl rematch you mentioned. You don't want to see that confetti again. How do you stay focused on this being 1 of 17?
1 of 17. It's simple. Listen, when I said what I said about it being personal, it's personal to me. I know I'm not going to get back that championship. I'm not going to get rings back. But it's just, for me, I just want to go out there. I don't want to lose. I hate losing. That's simple. I don't like losing, and that's all it was. Just want to get out there. Again, it's another game. It's 1 of 17, and it's just the next game that we have to focus on.
Nick talked so much in the bye week about it being a self-scouting period. What have you learned, kind of looking back at the film through the first half, about your offense?
Just got to be smarter. Got to be smarter and more disciplined on my technique. So,
when you're preparing for this game, is it weird at all to have to watch the Super Bowl in preparation?
Yeah, it is kind of weird, but it's also a leg up because you can see the similarities from last year and this year from both sides, and you can kind of learn from it. Actually, not kind of, you can. It's pretty evident. So,
is it tough to remove the emotion from it?
Actually, it was a lot easier. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be. So,
is that the first time you've really gone back to watch it?
Yeah. But it was a lot easier just to remove the emotion behind it and just focus on the game plan that we have in store. And I think the good thing about our culture here is that we focus on that, be in the moment, be where your feet are. We're going 1-0 every week, and it's a new year. So
what's the biggest thing you learned?
From
that film, you said you can learn. You said there's a lot to learn from it. What did you learn?
Well, I'm just talking like scheme-wise. Scheme-wise, yeah.
Share with us.
Hell no, I'm not sharing anything with y'all. Y'all the biggest snitches we got. I don't know why people do that, but I'm not telling you. I tell you guys this every day. I'm not telling you guys anything about the game plan. Simple as that.
A lot of the key players are the same from the game on both sides, but have these teams changed a little bit? Have things changed? Are there differences that you see?
Yeah, for sure. Again, the discipline side I was talking about, is just the way they disguise their coverages. They've done a great job this year of making everything look vanilla, but it's not. It's far from vanilla. It's like, it's just playing with fire. And Spags is a hell of a DC, man. So we have to respect his coaching style and respect what the players are putting on film, the discipline. They're smart players. So we got to focus on our game plan, and we got to be smart as well.